Time management and organization. Let's hear from the teachers.
Hi, my name is Marvin Rodriguez. I'm the new department chair for the English language department, or actually I would say the English as a second language department. And the question for today's video was, what do you do to get organized? Well, I do a couple of things. First, I like to go with a hard copy calendar. This was last year's, and I tried to actually organize it by color and code and notes. I like this particular one because it had like little stickers that you could add to your calendars. This one didn't have it, but as you can see, I love using colors to get organized for my week, my month, and the year. And I try to do it for, a year in advance. So that kind of gives me sort of the general organization for things that I have to do for school. I also have like a little thing in here, of course, most iPhones for your personal calendar, which is another way of getting organized. I still have yet though to figure out how to blend the school calendar with the home calendar. That's another expertise out of my level. Now, what I do once I'm at school, I try to organize my classes by tabs with the names of students, with the things that I have to do for that particular class. And then for subs or for other particular, unit information, or for information for the whole year that I just needed at hand, I put them in color-coded folders. So anyway, that's pretty much what I do. I hope you find something that will be useful for you in terms of organizing your school year.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Carroll. I'm the AP Environmental Science and Geosystems teacher. A couple of years ago, I found that I was having trouble keeping just all the details of school life and home life straight, what we were gonna have for dinner, who needed to go where for soccer, what needed to get graded, all that kind of thing. So I came up with sort of a weekly plan agenda sheet for myself. And at the beginning of the week, usually Sunday or Monday morning, I sit down and everything gets a place. So what are we having for dinner every night goes in a place. What chores do I have to do go in a place. And I find that I am less overwhelmed by what I have coming up in the week if I've put it down on paper and I've given it a home. So like, I don't have to worry about doing laundry today because that's Wednesday's activity. I don't have to worry about grading the FRQs because that's Tuesday's activity. Everything gets a home. I only have to worry about the couple of things that I have assigned to that day. See all my chores.
Hi, I'm Miss Black. I'm a biology teacher and environmental science teacher here at Woodson High School. I'm also a co-equity lead, and in addition to that, I sponsor a couple of clubs, including For the Culture and Cab Congress. In my personal life, I'm a part of an educational leadership program, so I have a lot going on. In order to stay organized, I like to employ a couple of strategies. I incorporate paper pencil, and I use a little bit of technology to manage my time. The first way I like to manage my time is by keeping track of things in a Steno notebook. So one of the things that I put in this Steno notebook is a to-do list. The reason I love to-do lists is because I can put things on there like eat lunch or eat breakfast and cross those things off. Putting things on there and crossing them off helps me stay motivated and makes me want to continue crossing things off my list for the duration of the day. Another thing that I like to do is use technology. I like to use Microsoft Outlook Calendar. On my calendar, I can see all my meetings, but I can also schedule things on there and set reminders for myself. A way that you all can kind of incorporate these things is maybe using Google Calendar. On Google Calendar, maybe you can see when things are due, but you can also set reminders for yourself. The most important thing about staying organized is making sure to find an organizational strategy that works for you.
The key to getting and staying organized is finding an organizational system that works for you. You might want to start with a time log to figure out your plans, to categorize your plans, to prioritize, and to reflect upon when you have activities and when you're free. You also need to think about what kind of person you are, okay? When are you productive and when do you need downtime? So for instance, maybe on Mondays, you're going to wake up at 7 a.m. So this is your wake up time. then maybe you have breakfast. Okay. Then you get to school and you think about your class schedule. So you go to school from 8:10 until basically 3 o'clock. So here's school. What kind of activities do you have after school? Do you have football? Do you have cross country? Let's say you have football practice. And football practice is from 3 to 5. And you know yourself and you need a little downtime before you get to your homework. So this is like your downtime, play on your phone, your dinner time. And you know yourself and you know that around 8 o'clock you start your homework. And maybe you do homework from 8 to 10, hopefully not that long, and then you go to bed, right? Let's say, however, one night during your downtime and your dinner time, you're going out with friends. You're going for a walk. You're doing something with your family. So maybe like Tuesday you have the same schedule, but you have like a family event. Then you would need to think about how are you using your school time differently. Maybe during your third period advisory, you flip-flop and work with a teacher. So one thing you could do is fill out this time log, and I've given access to your teachers so that they could print out this time log if you wanted it, or they could post it on Schoology for you. And you could fill out a time log and really analyze what happens at each point in your day. And once you've done that, you can make a plan for when you're going to get work done, when you're going to do your personal activities, when you're going to have downtime. This is one way you can start to get organized, by thinking about how you spend your time, when you spend your time doing different activities. Another thing I highly encourage is for you to check out your teacher's Schoology site and look at when things are due. Figure out where their calendar is. Figure out what the due dates are. You can use a planner or this student activity calendar form that I will also give your teachers access to plan out your week. I like to color code my week, as many of the teachers talk about. So you can think about your homework. Okay, let's do the week of September 20th to the 24th. The first thing I would do is say, okay, Monday is an odd day, Tuesday is an even day, Wednesday is an odd day, right? So on the odd day, you're going to have 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th, and so on. So I'd kind of write down my homework, and I might categorize it, right? I might say, okay, orange is going to be math, and for geometry, I need to do page 15, the odd numbers. And maybe say, am I going to submit it on paper or am I going to submit it on Schoology? And then maybe for biology, I have that on odd days as well. And I need to work on my water lab. Okay? And then maybe this water lab isn't due until Friday. So I could say due 9/24. But this geometry homework might be due on Wednesday. So I could say due 9/22. So you could fill out this calendar with your homework, and you could also put your other activities. So, okay, I have football practice from 3 to 5, right? And I have like a family dinner that's going to keep me really busy on Tuesday night. You can also get a full calendar and write the information down there, okay? And you can even make yourself a checklist. Like I like to make myself a checklist. Okay, like I checked off my geometry homework. I haven't done my biology homework yet, but it's not due until Friday, so maybe I can do that on Wednesday. So really think about getting yourself organized by making lists and checking off your to-do list, okay? And if you don't finish everything that you planned on doing, make a plan for how you're going to accomplish this. I hope this helps as you start getting organized and start learning how to manage your time better. Thanks for listening.